Hello YouTube, it's Drunk Monk 74 here, and I'm just bringing you a real quick video with a weapon review of the MG4. So before we get into that, here I'm just showing you really quick how it stacks up, how I've got it set up, how it stacks up against the other weapons in the class. So the M240, the M249 and the PKP, they're the other main weapons in this class. And as you can see, the way I've got it set up, it still is at range and for agility, it's basically better than any of those other weapons at the moment. So how I've got it set up is I've got it set up with the heavy barrel, which you get for completing the expert level of the KSK version of this weapon, the standard stock, which is the marksman level of the KSK version of this weapon. You get the iron sights at the marksman level of the Australian SASR version of this weapon, and the magazine I used the 100 round pouch, not the 150 round pouch. And the main reason for that is, as you saw, the agility suffers greatly if you put the 150 round pouch on. So why have I come back to this weapon? It used to be my primary weapon in when I was playing on PS3, but when I came to PC, I just couldn't get to grips with it. How I had it set up, it just wasn't working for me, and so I switched to the M240, and I think it's a great weapon. I love how it's set up. I love the damage it does and how it allows me to play. But I came back to this one because I listened to my own advice. As I said in the M240 review, I had to relearn how to play the heavy gunner class when I came to PC, and basically I had to really learn to slow myself down, and literally sprint from cover to cover, and that was about it. The rest of the time, I'd move around the map, just basically walk around the map. It just allowed me to scope up quicker than sort of like more or less any class I came up against. If someone was running around a corner, I know I could scope up quicker than them, and that gave me the edge. With that in mind, I was thinking about it a bit more, and I was like, well, you know what, it doesn't matter how you set up the MG4. I could set it up with no stock and a close quarters barrel, and for to get as maximum agility, but I'm still going to be one of the slowest classes. So what's the point of having that if I'm having to slow myself right down? There's no point in me having that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go the exact opposite. I'm going to set this up for as much range as I can on this weapon as possible. Hence the heavy barrel, hence the stock that I'm using. The iron sights I use because it really does help with recoil. In fact, on all of the weapons in this class, it seems the iron sights really do help with recoil. I'm fairly sure they help with recoil on all the weapons in Warfighter. So and it really did seem to turn this weapon back into one I could really use every day and enjoy using. And just real quick here, on my last video, the M240 one, someone put a comment there saying like, how come you didn't use any of the kill streaks or score streaks that you got? And the reason is, that's why I've left this in, and that's why I used it, because I wanted to demonstrate how good it can be, but also the flip side of it. So I generally use, especially this first one, the Helo one, I use it to either defend a sector, I generally play sector control, or to help clear out a sector, so the guys I'm playing with can go in and cap it. They're the main reasons I use it. And you'll notice that even though I'm getting some kills here, more or less for every kill I'm getting, I'm dying in this Helo. It's so easy to kill someone who's in the gunner seat of the Helo, unless they're totally unexpected or you're up against players or teams that aren't that organised. It's so the score streaks for and it's not just the Helo. The score streaks for heavy gunner just seem to leave you so vulnerable. The Helo is one. The next one is the grenade, the mounted grenade launcher. Again, you're so vulnerable with that. Unless you're playing with guys who are going to help protect your flank and cover your back, you're stuck in one position, stuck facing a certain direction. You're in a world of trouble. It's so easy to get flanked. You pop up on the mini map. Everyone knows where you are. It's so easy for someone just to come around and flank you, and there's not much you can do because you can literally just turn it in a little arc, and that's about it. So you either plant it at the edge of a map where you will be not much good because there won't be much going on, or you have to have a team around you who are going to cover you. So that's generally why I don't use the score streaks for heavy gunner. But going back to the weapon, yeah, I you know, I thought I really did think long and hard about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to put this all back to range and see how I do. And I have to admit, you know, it's transformed this weapon. This, you know, even with everything set for range, everything on this weapon is set for range, the barrel, the stock, you know, it still is either it's basically still the most agile weapon in the class, you know, because basically the way I play, it suits my play style. The way I play, like I said, is slow and steady, and it suits my play style to have that extra range, to have the ability to take on, you know, assaulters, snipers, you know, whoever at some sort of range. And because I'm not sprinting around the map, if I run into a point man or a spec ops guy, you know, like just then, who's running around a corner, I can scope up quicker than them. It's just a fact of how the mechanics of this game work. You know, and there's another example. You know, anyone who's running around the corner, doesn't matter what class they're playing, if they're running around that corner and you're not, you will scope up quicker than them. And after that, it's all about you controlling your fire and your aim, and you will get the kill without a doubt. I hope that's helped some people. I'm really enjoying this gun again. But for now, that's me done. I'm out of here. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.